Now, we are making the gravy from the meat drippings. Right here is our drippings. We will set that aside for right now. Take a skillet or saucepan and some form of grease. I'm going to use bacon grease because it has more flavor. Turn the skillet heat to high. Get the grease off the spoon and heat it up. You don't want it incredibly hot, but you want it melted. For a normal gravy, you want what is called a blonde roux. This is a roux mixing oil with flour. That is what we're going to do with flour to make something thicker, which will be our drippings. A blonde roux is just a really white roux used for light colored gravies or sauces, such as that. A brown roux is slightly darker, and a dark roux is the darkest. So all the sauce, or all the oil is melted. You should be able to hear it sizzling. To test if it's hot enough, get your finger a little wet and splash in. If it sizzles, then it's ready. So, I'm only going to do a small amount, but it is about a 1:10 ratio, mostly flour. You want it nice and thick, clumpy. It will have the consistency of peanut butter. I need more oil. So we'll try not to drop the bacon grease on the floor. Mix it in, melt it. You can see the flour has turned somewhat whitish brown instead of white. That is the color we want. The longer you cook it, the darker it gets. If you cook it too long, it'll turn black and burn. It will taste very, very terrible. Now, it is too runny, so a little more flour. Mix it in. Adding a little more flour will make the color a little bit lighter. Now, I'll turn off the heat, add more flour, and I will move the pan so the heat stops going through and cooking it further. Now, to see if it's thick enough, bring it all to one side.